Hi, Smarty Pants! Watch this video to learn if you qualify for the recent Navient lawsuit and what you need to do to make sure you get what is legally entitled to you, because you may qualify for part of the $1.85 billion with a B student loan forgiveness lawsuit. Awesome! If you don't know who your student loan servicer is, log on to studentaid.gov to find out if it is Navient. Now, the Navient lawsuit has two main segments of the population who are going to be getting some money back or total cancellation. There are 66,000 people who are going to have their private student loans totally forgiven, totally canceled, totaling $1.7 billion. Totally. And then there are 350,000 people with federal loans who were steered into forbearance when they should have gone into income-based repayment plans, who are splitting a $95 million settlement and will get a check for $260 each. So let's start with that first group, the ones having their private loans entirely canceled, outstanding principal, accrued interest, and fees. I got all of my info from the official judgment, the settlement administrator, Rust Consulting, the Wall Street Journal, and Forbes. I will link in the bottom. The loans had to be 1. Private student loans distributed between 2002 and 2014 by Sallie Mae or Navient to subprime borrowers, that is, people with low credit scores. But some non-subprime, that is, people with good credit scores, borrowers who also got private loans in this period may be included. Navient will let you know. 2. The loan must have been in past due status for more than 7 consecutive months prior to June 30th, 2021. 3. Loans have to be within a statute of limitations period or are still being reported to the credit rating agencies as of June 30th, 2021. 4. Qualifying borrowers must have attended a for-profit educational institution listed in the settlement. Places like DeVry University, ITT Tech, University of Phoenix, and so on. I'll put the full list in the description. And 5, borrower's mailing address on file with Navient as of June 30th, 2021 had to be within one of 39 states plus Washington, D.C. Again, list in the description. And be sure that you find the right list, because this list is slightly different than the people who are getting the $260 check. What do you need to do to make sure that you get your private loans canceled? Okay, all you need to do is make sure that Navient has your correct address on file, because they will notify eligible borrowers in writing by July 2022. You don't need to do anything else other than make sure they know where to get a hold of you. If you went to a for-profit school and you still have federal loans, you may also be able to get these discharged through the Borrower Defense Discharge. I've put a link in the description for you to learn more about that program. My name is Kate Moody, creator of the Saving Spree Budget, here to help you outsmart your money. I'm driven by the idea that good people can do great things when they get control of their money. So if you're ready to take control of your money, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Now, for the 350,000 people who Navient steered into an expensive forbearance program instead of an income-driven plan, to be part of this settlement, you must 1. Have entered repayment on a direct or FFEL program federal student loan before January 2015. 2. Have had at least one federal student loan that was eligible for income-driven repayment. 3. This one's key. Had at least 2 years of consecutive verbal or administrative forbearance between October 2009 and January 2017, where at least one of the forbearances was entered through a phone call, and where at least half the forbearance time was not used to bring a past due loan current. 4. You did not enroll in income-driven repayment prior to the forbearance period. So like you weren't in income-driven and then went into forbearance. And 5, you have to have resided in one of the states I've listed below in the description as of January 2017. Be sure that you're checking the right list. There are 2 lists of states below. You'll get a postcard later this spring with checks to be mailed mid-2022. Be sure your account on studentaid.gov has the right address. So that's where you need to make sure your address is correct. studentaid.gov. If your federal loans were transferred to AidVantage, don't worry, eligibility for the $260 check is not affected by the transfer of servicing to AidVantage. And that is the full Monty on the Navient settlement and who gets what. I have a lot of info in the description, be sure to check that out. Otherwise, put your questions in the comments below and I'll get to them ASAP. Thanks for watching. Cheers.